plays Dustin is on the newest episode.
Oh, cool.
After you are a fool, the truth usually betrays people. You should know the key is in the park at the feet of a praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. I don't want to let loose the abyss. Aha, my
Get the
most trusted
wrench.
secret, a wrench. Okay, so now we gotta go to the park. Hey, it's the beginning of the game.
Oh my god.
So far, I'm like at an 8 out of 10 with this game.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good.
I like the atmosphere.
I like the atmosphere. I wish the story was a little more front and center.
I think I get thematically what's going on. In the context of when this game first came out, the original version, I'm sure it was a lot like cooler and kind of new for video games.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna remake it, that's your chance to. I don't want to say update it, but kind of touch it up a little bit. It's not like Resident Evil, where Resident Evil's story is just like kind of an excuse for gameplay. Like they're trying to say something.
I want to know why he keeps going after that kid. Because she is awful.
Oh no. Oh god, it's dark. Like legitimately, I can't see 2 feet. Oh my god, what the hell? No.
What's your name?
I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
Suction cup boy. It's cute.
Nope. I don't like. Nope. Mm-mm. Get me the fuck out of here.
He's got like big mitten hands. It's adorable. Are we like literally back where we started, or is this just similar layout?
Well, look at the map. There's the theater.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure this is the park we couldn't get into earlier. Survival horror games like this love their backtracking.
That's true. You even get like a little bit of that with Batman Arkham Asylum. That's probably my least favorite thing about that game is some of the traversals a little annoying. Like it's like, oh god. Tired of walking.
Oh, it's this girl.
Oh. Oh, the girl everyone freaked out about not being hot enough.
Are you?
Yes.
Who has so far been in this game for 5 seconds.
Are you feeling better?
To be fair, I don't know if that's just because we weren't looking for her.
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
You lie!
Who?
My mama?
Oh. Who cares?
She doesn't.
She does.
She doesn't want to see me anymore.
And this is our problem.
you think that?
Why? I'm just asking questions. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything.
Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Are you?
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
I'm waiting for a video game to force me to buy a
This
new
town.
console. I guess it'll be Resident Evil 9.
Silent Hill.
Oh, fair enough. There's been some bangers on this console for me, personally.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I haven't upgraded yet, but I think
Oh.
the Thing remaster is going to be on the PS4,
You
so
didn't
I'm
happen to see
looking
the
forward to
girl
that.
Around here, did you?
Yep, I will be getting that on PC so we can stream it.
Woo!
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela,
Yeah, it sounds really weird when you say it out loud.
are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
I agree.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
Well, that was
Is the twist going to be that he's dead? This is like a purgatory, Silent Hill, like a purgatory type thing.
So, Jareth asked what are bangers. Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake 2, Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Spider-Man 2. It was good. I had issues with it, but it was good. And then just third-party stuff. Some of it is admittedly cross-gen, but like I personally like to play the best available version of a game I can have. That's just a me thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So like Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil Village, Silent Hill 2 is, I think that's a PS5 exclusive. The Last of Us remake, I think that is the definitive way to play that game. Depending on how you feel about that. I feel like there's others, but I would have to like look at a list of PS5 games. Oh, wait a minute. There's the circle. Banger after banger after banger. Robert, when are we going to watch a wrestling show together? Oh.
Yeah, you should watch wrestling with my sister sometime. She's into wrestling.
Cap and I have joked about doing a wrestling stream. He would want to watch like the 90s stuff, which I'd be fine with.
Yeah, I don't even remember what stream it was, but you guys were talking on something recently.
Probably
seemed kinda
Smallville
open-minded to
because
it.
probably
Probably,
Smallville because there's
'cause-
wrestlers in that season.
Yeah, and he was saying that you actually know about this stuff, and he's open to that, like education. And what ironically, around that same time, I watched like an old Cap and Eric video from years ago. I don't remember what it was, but wrestling came up, and he was like, "I just don't feel qualified, and I need somebody who knows wrestling to talk to." It's like, you're in luck. I know just the guy for you.
No, and it's fun because there's been a lot of like push from his audience for like stuff that they grew up with, which I know some of that stuff. Like we did the Big Ten stream.
Yeah.
I'd love to do Avatar with him, but I think he's kind of sick of people like asking him about that.
Yeah, that's one. I know he's tried to get into Teen Titans, and it's just never done it for him. That's a big one. It's requested all of them.
Yeah.
But he's also gotten more into like the Batman, some other different things recently.
I feel like if you're into the Batman, you would be into Teen Titans. Thank you for answering. I've been looking at a lot of current consoles. I've just been using the cloud on Game Pass on my old Xbox. Hey, no problem. Yeah, I have all three systems at this point, and I'm upgrading my PS5. Like I said, I like to have the best available version. Robert, I'll sell you a digital PS5. Because the way I look at it, by the time I sell the one that I have, I'll have recouped enough to make the PS5 Pro cost about the same as a base PS5, but for twice the horsepower.
That seems fair.
I'm not reading all that.
I'm not reading all that.
Oh my God.
It looks really out of place.
No, wait,
no,
wait.
no.
James, don't go down there.
Haven't you seen Barbarian?
I've been enjoying Black Ops 6. I'm not a COD guy. Robert loves his Call of Duty. He can't wait to blow people up.
Yup.
Robert, I'm gonna need you to hurry up and get a PS5 though, so we can play shit.
That's true. I haven't like really been into a multiplayer game in a while. Like we had those string of games, you know, like Friday the 13th, Evil Dead. I was really into those, and I just never got Texas Chainsaw, even though I was really excited for it. And I don't even know if there's much of a player base for that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But it's pretty cheap. Like I do want to get it.
It'd been a while since I'd played one, and then Sparking Zero came out. And I'm like obsessed with that game. I just haven't had time to play.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting to make any more progress in PS5 games until my new game.
That's totally fair. I might finally pick up Texas Chainsaw just because it's only like $20 now. But what really killed my enthusiasm was, oh fuck, it has no cross-gen play. Like, so I couldn't play with any of my friends. So that really hurt my enthusiasm to get it.
Just a baffling decision all around.
Do you... Okay, now that the rights shit is finally getting figured out, and there's that whole Jason universe thing they announced, do you think there's any chance the next game that studio does is just a sequel to their Friday the 13th game?
Maybe.
Because I'd be happy.
I don't know. I'd also be worried that, like, they... Whoa!
Ah, that looks like a chasm. Oh, that is a PlayStation 1 shot if I've ever seen one. Throw a rock down there.
Yeet.
Tally ho!
Idiot.
Why would you do that?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, what were you saying? Friday the 13th.
I'm just being just cautious and a sequel wouldn't be like as fun.
Yeah, I mean they could fuck that up, and I don't want them to. Like, I want it to be really faithful. I just think that's more likely at this point than just trying to bring that first game back and just add to it. I think it's better to start
There
over.
is no chance in hell that they just pick up development on the first.
Yeah, I'd rather a
If
sequel. I just
that
don't want them
comes,
to mess.
if that specific kind of game ever comes back, it'll either be a sequel or a reboot.
That's possible too. I mean, that's the easier thing. Is just like, oh, we're putting out a remake or a remaster, and then maybe we'll finally get that DLC they promised. Like, I'd be fine.
I want the Uber Jason DLC. Damn it!
That's true.
He looks
that
so
initial-
cool.
He does, and that
But he
initial
looks
game
so
is still
dumb.
That's why he's great. But that initial game is still so buggy and broken. It's like not even. It's like, yeah, put out a remake or a remaster or something. Just start over.
Oh god. Oh god, what is happening?
Bugs. Uh-oh. Use the code, John.
What code?
I don't know. I keep waiting to get a payoff to those questions earlier about that trivia. This might be the payoff. Where, remember, one of the questions was like, how many people died in that plague or whatever?
What? I don't understand.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Do you want me to tell you the solution?
Sure.
Okay, go look at the numbers again.
Okay.
Okay, there's 3 numbers lighting up. You have to hit all 3 of those numbers and just figure out what the right order is.
Oh, for... Damn
Thanks,
it.
game.
Oh my god.
We did it.
Good lord. Oh. Oh, okay.
That could have taken us hours to figure out. Come on.
Why do I feel like we're shooting for the worst ending?
Oh, I hope we get it. Why aren't his knees completely shattered?
It's all those random injections he's been taking. And all the health drink.
Oh no. Somebody's giving you the
No
cold
big
shoulder.
deal. Just
How did you get here?
gun to their head
Eddie?
Eddie?
You doing alright, buddy?
Hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you. And you shot him.
Are you going to play Indiana Jones? I am,
Yeah, that's right. He
because
made
I
me
have
do
Game
it.
Pass.
Calm down, Eddie.
I'm not really excited for it, but I think it'll be fun.
Any idea why he would do that?
Yeah, I hope it's great.
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up
This
on me
is
in the dark.
sus.
I heard footsteps, so I turned back, and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah. I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you. I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I could see it in his
Seems
eyes.
legit.
His eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. And I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because the way they looked at you.
Don't tell him how to live his
Oh
life.
god, I don't like the way he's looking at me. That's like, he looks like, Gomer Pyle from Full Metal Jacket.
You should see your face, James.
Yeah, I keep
How did you
thinking
kill
he
him?
looks like Edward Furlong,
That guy was dead when I got
and I
here.
feel really bad about that.
Oh my god.
I hope he's doing alright.
Well, anyway.
He was in the Night of the Demons remake. That was such a bizarre interaction.
Remember when they
Heard
brought
about Dirty
Edward
One?
Furlong out at Comic-Con and said, he's coming back in Terminator 6, baby, let's go.
People were excited. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Well, that just happened.
Oh, yeah?
So, I'm just pulling this out. Are all
Give it
these
to me.
ghost people like stand-ins for like the seven deadly sins? Like, is that what we're doing?
I'm
Is,
kind
like,
of getting that vibe.
Is so horny lady's lust, Eddie's gluttony, and then that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one girl.
Like deceit or whatever. But whichever one is like standing for liar.
Liar. Kal-El, no.
Oh God,
Oh,
I don't like it. People shouldn't be able to do that.
really shouldn't.
But I also don't know if Eddie's supposed to represent like James's guilt or his darker side or whatever. Because the Maria lady, they made a big point about like, oh, he looks just like his wife, and that obviously means something. I'm trying. I am curious how some of this gameplay does compare to the original version. Like the puzzle we just had with the numbers in the bug room. I wonder if stuff like that was just way more obvious in the shittier graphics.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh god. Oh.
Okay. Robert, I'm
We
shocked
ready
you
to
haven't
call
said
it?
anything. Do you want to go further? You getting tired? How am I feeling?
We can give this one more shot.
All right. I like your attitude.
I don't know how far away the next save point is, but I could go like another 20 minutes.
I like your attitude. I want it. Give it to me. Let's go to the chapel. Nothing spooky ever happens at the chapel. Oh, God.
Oh my god. Pyramid Head's a Klansman?
That
I didn't see that coming. I thought he was cool.
Heaviest
Damn it.
weight.
Well, no one told me that Pyramid Head was an asshole.
No, the thing I just picked up is called the heaviest weight.
Oh my, is this... Are we at, like, the insane asylum church that Freddy was born? Is that where we're at?
Yes, James is actually one of the maniacs. And this is why. Nasty ass. Exploding motherfuckers.
Oh, that was also another thing I remembered, like, the first time I watched Hellraiser. Was like, oh, nobody told me Pinhead's like a dick. Like, when she opens the box and he's like, oh, you belong to us. It's like, oh, come on. She didn't know what she was opening.
Yeah, and they're... I like that just because they're more like they're evil, but not like they don't care. Like they have a job to do and they're going to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
but they make a deal where they're like, well, if you give us Frank, I guess we can let you go. And then at the end, they're like, oh, never mind. We still want you. I'm like, oh, Pinhead, you're a bad guy.
Wait, you mean the
I was very
monster of
upset.
the movie is a bad guy?
This is a cool dude.
No, okay, so can I complain about something that slightly spoils too?
Maybe not, because I do want to watch it soon. For the record, I do like Hellraiser. He's just... I like a villain who has a code, you know, like a Leatherface. You know, he's sympathetic.
You open the box, he comes. That's his code.
Yeah, but he went back on a deal, and that didn't suit.
I mean... Oh, okay.
Also,
What's
you
there
guys
no
may have
roof
talked
to this
about...
place?
Oh my god, you're right. You guys may have talked about this during the commentary. Isn't that franchise also a thing where the more movies deep, we just start losing the other Cenobites? It's like, oh, that's just Pinhead.
Immediately.
Oh god.
So the Cenobites that you know are in the first two. They do not come back for the third one, but
Wow.
but in 3 and 4 he kind of makes new ones. None of them are as good. And then yeah, by the time you get to 5, because the thing with them as well is Pinhead typically only shows up for the last like 10 minutes of like 5 through 9.
And I'm sure that's why they were able to get Doug Bradley back for so many of those is probably like a week.
Yeah,
to
no, it was
film
probably
his
like a
script.
really easy shoot. Because the only reason he says no to 9 is they were rushing it and wanted him to sign like an NDA. And he's like, I've never
Yeah.
had to do this before. I'm not doing this now. You need me more than I need you.
You may have been correct on that. Oh,
He
God.
was correct.
Oh no! What is this?
Next puzzle.
Yay! Oh, didn't you
We need
find a collectible for that?
We found one of them, but we need more.
Oh, wait, is that a save point?
Yeah, that is why.
No, I was just saying.
Yeah, so Jigsaw is your favorite. He has a code. He's only seen the first Saw movie.
That's true. And that was actually the thing I complained about during our commentary. I complained more than I meant to on that, because I did enjoy that movie.
Weren't you just complaining about him not being a killer?
No, I think it was just the code specifically, where it's like, wait, why is he going after some of these people? This seems kind of inconsistent. And then the main thing I complained about that will probably bother me less when I actually watch the sequels was just the whole Danny Glover subplot that goes nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Just in the context of that first movie, it's just padding. But I mean, he's still great. But I did like that movie. I gave it like a 3.5 out of 5. And I do want to watch the others. I just didn't get around to it.
Like I said, I would be so down to watch those with you. This is where we started. Yeah, I was joking because you were complaining. Yeah. I wonder if that HBO show will ever, that Hellraiser HBO show they keep threatening us with will ever happen.
Yeah.
I just want a sequel
I
to
don't know.
the remake.
Which I do want to watch. I'm looking forward to that. That just didn't like spark or catch on the way like that Prey movie did. You know, it just kind of came and went.
The problem is that it's the second best Hellraiser movie, but it's also not great.
So is this where we get the Pyramid Head lore?
I didn't read what that says.
Oh, can I read it?
Oh,
Looked
sure.
interesting. Pull ye but once on a rope's frayed end, choose the one justified from among the damned. Seek out their tales, think upon each sin, or let blind fate choose, let judgment begin. I'm not familiar with that Dr. Seuss poem, but it's pretty good.
I still, part of me wants to watch Hellraiser 10. It's the only one I haven't seen.
You gotta complete it, man. You gotta do it.
I've heard it's better than the last few.
That's encouraging. Wait,
But my thing with the remake is the first half is really kind of generic, and then the second half is like a Clive Barker movie. And it becomes much more interesting. And Austin has the exact opposite of me.
yeah, that's why I'm curious to watch it. No, Jareth, I'm actually super hyped to get to Saw X. I kind of just, I don't know if I want to go through all the Saw movies, but like, I'm just anxious to get to that one because I am really interested.
But you've got to finish the story.
Even Spiral.
Yes, because I had to watch that. No, I remember they were like really hyping up Spyro, like, oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be returned to form, and then immediately after that, we're like, Kelvin Bell's back. We're sorry.
We're sorry. I don't know. I kind of just want to watch the first 3 and then X, and then I'll go back and watch all the other ones if I watch some of those with you. I forget. Is it 6 or 7 that's a fan favorite?
Probably
Maybe 6.
6. I don't know what the general consensus of 7 is, but I don't think it's very good.
No, that's a 3D one, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that one was well liked, at least at the time.
You could do it that way, like, because you're not either way. You're not gonna get the like, oh, the hype is at their back, because they didn't go away for you.
So yeah, I do want to get back to the Saw movies. Oh, another thought I had on this rewatch of Hellraiser, before I completely lose that train of thought, is Frank in Hellraiser on this viewing was like, oh, he kind of reminds me of the villain in From Beyond. I'm getting some From Beyond vibes in this that I didn't have before. Except,
Yeah, I can see that. They're similar thematically.
They're both really horny body horror movies. There's a lot in common.
Yeah.
The big difference is he'd be more like the From Beyond guy if he was like actually chill with the Cenobites and wanted to be with them and bring people to. That's the big difference. But there's some similar body horror. Like, they're very similar characters, like with their backgrounds, with the weird stuff they're into. I had this kind of epiphany, was like, oh, there's a lot of like, thematically, stylistically, and subject matter wise, there's a lot of overlap with Hellraiser and movies like From Beyond and Reanimator. The big difference is tone. Hellraiser just doesn't have the campy tone that those have, and just plays it completely seriously and straight.
Have you watched the actual commentary that we did?
With you guys? Yeah, I didn't watch the movie along. I was just listening to you guys, and while you were talking, I was like, oh, I don't remember this movie as well as I thought I did. I should have rewatched this. It was a really enjoyable.
The best part was Cap, how uncomfortable Come to Daddy made Cap.
Oh, that was great.
And I love it just because it shows like how different like Captain I's background. When the dad pops up, I'm like, oh, it's the guy from Child's Play 3. And he's like, oh, it's the guy from Star Trek.
Yeah, and it's funny just because his performance in Child's Play 3 is so different. Like, I wouldn't have.
It's pretty close to how he plays when he's just Frank.
That's true. There, I can see it. He also gave me on this viewing some Terry O'Quinn vibes, if you know who that actor is.
That name sounds really familiar.
I forget. Did you?
Oh wait, isn't he on? Yeah, I was just about to say he's.
He's the Lost guy. And have you seen The Stepfather? I don't know if we've ever talked about The Stepfather.
No, I have not.
Oh, it's really good. He's great.
Isn't that a remake?
There is a shitty remake. So yeah, we could add that.
So he's in the original, but he's not in the.
Yeah, he's in the original.
Ah, okay.
Remake Stepfather he's not even that bad. It's actually Sam Lane from Superman and Lois. That's like the other thing I know him from. Like, he's pretty good at it, but otherwise that movie sucks.
Why did I think it was the Dawn of the Dead guy?
I don't know.
Not the original, the remake, the asshole with the boat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that movie. Well, I don't know that movie well enough to media place him, but yeah, let's put a pin in that. We should add the Stepfather to the wheel, because I think you'd like that original.
I am game. Okay, there's gotta be some.
You already saved in this area, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? There is, and it's not where you are. Like, it would help feet sprint a little faster.
Yeah, the picture I'm seeing just isn't really matching what we're looking at.
Okay, what are you looking at?
Well, let me just read what this says. Okay.
Oh! I figured it out.
Oh. This puzzle.
Oh.
It did something.
It did. Which store did that open? Snake. Okay. We were focused on the wrong thing, right?
Yeah. But it's probably coming up. Because I'm looking at a prison puzzle that involves a switch.
Yeah, we're probably just missing something. There we go. I guess it helps if you actually like look at what you're doing.
But so obviously I've never seen any of those Final Destination movies in the theater, but I remember when the fifth one was coming out. Like I remember the marketing for it and it looking kind of cool, and Tony Todd was in all the trailers and he looked awesome. And I was like, oh, this is kind of neat, but also kind of scary.
I hope you said it exactly like that.
I'm sure I did.
Scooey.
And then God. Years. So yeah, I always had it in my head, like, oh yeah, Tony Todd. He's like the Candyman and Final Destination guy. He's like the main character in this movie. And boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like that first Final Destination. It was just really disappointing when he's only in one scene.
Oh, but it's such a great scene.
It is a great scene.
And I like the headcanon that he is death.
Oh, totally.
Get off that wall. Hey.
Because he has that line in the fifth one of death doesn't like to be cheated, and like that always stuck with me. You know, that was all over the marketing.
Yeah. And I think they played just ambiguous stuff that like, you're not just a coroner, dude. Come on.
Come on.
Alright. Let's call